All right, now we will learn about the fit content CSS function inside of CSS Grid. Okay, before doing so, what I'll do, I'll go here inside of the HTML. I'll just comment out the last 4 elements here. And what I'll do, I will just get rid of this second text. Or after the second text, I can do something like Lauren. Okay, it's safe. So here we will have some amount of text. Okay. And here what I'll do for the third element as well, what I'll do, I am a wide element or div or element. Okay. All right. So we have this particular setup here. Okay. And inside of here, what we have the grid template columns and grid template rows. If I just go ahead and refresh. Okay. All right. So this is not working because I have to open it with live server. Okay. All right. So if I just go here, as you can see, we are having all of this here. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll go here and uncomment this color. Okay. And get rid of the grid template rows. So now we will learn about the fit content function. So if I go to the documentation on MDN, and here the description is not that much helpful. Okay. The fit content CSS function clamps a given size to an available size according to the formula, and this is the formula. And this does not make sense quite well. Okay. So what exactly the fit content function does? So let us see that in action. So what I can do here, I'll just get rid of this one as well. And I will just go here and do grid template columns. Okay. And I will write fit content. Okay. And here we can pass some length value, something like 300 pixel. So what we are saying by adding this line, so here we are saying the first column, which we have here, should take the size of the content, but it should not overflow this threshold, which is the 300 pixels here. Okay. So I can do something like this once again. So fit content, and I'll just copy paste that a bunch of time. Okay. So we have 4 different things, right? 4 different elements right now. So I'll do something like 4 times here. Okay. All right. So I have to add a space here. All right. So as you can see, we are having the fit content here. Okay. So if I just save that and go to the browser, and as you can see, there we go. So what exactly is happening? So I'll open up the DevTools as well. So what we are seeing here, we are seeing like, hey, for this first column, it is taking up to the width of the content. Okay. So that is why it is quite small. Okay. It is only 77 pixels. And then for the second column, we have something like this. And here what we are saying, like, hey, you should take as much size as your content needs, but you should not exceed the threshold of 300 pixels. And that is why it has the width of 300 pixels. Okay. And for the third element here, it is also 300 pixels of width. And for the fourth element, it is taking the width which is necessary for the content to fit in. Okay. So I hope that makes sense. So what we are saying here, we are saying like, hey, you are the first column here, right? So you should take as much space as your content needs, but you should not exceed the threshold of 300 pixels. Okay. And you can use something like percentages as well, and so on and so forth. You can use a bunch of things. So if I go to the documentation here, as you can see, here are the syntax. So they are using the ch, and they are mixing and matching the 1fr as well, like the fractions as well. Okay. And here we are having like pixels, which we have seen inside of our example as well. And then we are having something like a percentage as well, like 40% and then 40% and 1fr. Okay. So as you can see, there we go. Okay. So this is basically the syntax. So we only have one length value inside of the fit content function. And that dictates, hey, you should take as much space as your content needs, but you should not exceed the threshold of this particular value, which we pass inside of the fit content function. Okay, so this is the fit content function in CSS Grid.